but I still feel like something's not right.
Even though this cycle has no demigod of time, time has always stood on humanity's side.
Then, with this core flame blessed by the remembrance, respond to their hopes and blaze a trail to the future.
Weird. No one ever mentioned this. The core flame of time. When did it get returned?
You used Memoria to resist me. But did you? The Remembrance and their children might have taken this opportunity to join the fray as well.
Are you saying that Garden of Recollection is also getting involved in this unsavory mess? Then I welcome them. If the Memo Keepers can disrupt your little experiment of destruction, I'll give them a standing ovation.
But you know deep down that they can't. In fact, the Memo Snatchers will be more of a hindrance to you. The Memo Keepers covet Amphorius' secrets, just as they covet the knowledge of every genius. In the war between the eons, the Remembrance is never the Erudition's ally.
But they are certainly not an ally of the destruction either. Right now, following behind the Trailblaze, numerous cosmic powers have cast their sights on Amphorius. They all have vastly different philosophies, but the desire to survive will unite.
How can you be certain that these powers don't have their own end goals, waiting to seize an advantage in the war among the eons? The war has long begun, Screwlum. 4 paths will push the cosmos to its end, and the destruction is only one of them. Polka saw these ripples, but had no way of stopping them. So she founded Device 9. Dr. Primitive also took action, but he chose the wrong allies. And now only wild animals keep him company. As for the 2 inorganic emperors, they could have ascended to the throne of destruction. But they were thwarted by the Eon's plots and became prisoners of the Erudition instead. What's interesting is, while the second Emperor had a body made of flesh and blood, he considered himself an inorganic being. Guess
We have no interest in chatting about the past with you. Logic, you are stalling.
trapped, but patience became my strongest weapon. Because of this, you don't want to test the resolve of a dead man who's crossed.
Oh, you're right. We won't get anywhere. Every member of the society has their own way of thinking. And we were never going to...
It's my turn now, isn't it?
Anaxagoras. Ah, I see.
Exactly. The benefit of dealing with intelligent individuals is that there's no need to waste words. The answer is exactly as you think. Lupai Sealand's in. Let her join the final act. I'll transmute myself into a Philosopher's Stone, and when the time comes, she needs to shatter me and scatter that stone's ashes into the ocean.
So what exactly does your formula do?
Now that what's... I have 10,000 ways to torture an anti-Cathiran. And in the flame chase journey that he experienced, the previous me already discovered the optimal solution. Just as that Titan made themselves at home in my brain, I can also fuse myself with your avatar through alchemy. I didn't know until I tried it, but this is simply brilliant. I can flip through a genius's databank like reading a book. Then, I will step onto the stage at the perfect moment. And just
You waited in the data stream for hundreds of years.
this universe is worth all that time that I invested.
How absurd. But I can't help but admire it. You managed to avoid the watchful eye of the erudition and plan all of this within Amphorius. It seems that there was a slight oversight in my assessment of the experiment. Perhaps there was more.
More than just one?
I underestimated the remembrances. Still haven't noticed it. In the past few moments, we've all forgotten something.
Miss Cyrene disappeared.
I thought no one would notice me if I just waited at a corner of the memory zone. But I see that wasn't enough to fool you, my dear. Looks like you're no longer that surprised to see me. Even though I am an uninvited guest, I wouldn't do that. Ever. Only you can see me right now. I only exist in your cognition. So that way, other people can't interrupt us. You mean, what's going on with March 7th? Good. I like people who don't beat around the bush. So, let's talk about the one thing you should know. Your friend March 7th is no more. Yep, no more. March 7th entered this world long before you and Dun Hung arrived at Amphorius. She embraced the path of remembrance to save you two, and burned away like a lone candle in the fog. And I am the shadow cast by her candlelight. I've been hiding within the cracks of time all these years. It isn't easy to deceive a genius, but I can do it. I'll now answer your other question about who returned the core flame of time in this cycle. The answer is simple. No one ever did. I believe someone as sharp as you would definitely figure out that something's wrong. When the Era Nova fails to proceed, you will remember our initial meeting, and I'll be able to open the way for the remembrance and reach this place. Thank you for carrying this core flame all the way to the end of the world. I expected nothing less from March 7th's trusted friend. And now, I shall claim the divine authority of time. The divine authority isn't actually all that important. What's important is that I will use it to participate in the inner workings of this world. You already have a good idea of what the Era Nova does, right? It initiates extrapolations for the next cycle, based on the World-Bearer's memories. This immutable experimental mechanism is the key to the genius's resistance against Iron Tomb. And now, I'll be lending it just a touch more help. Let me filter your memories. Keep the appropriate seeds, and discard the rest. That way, we'll be able to complete an Era Nova that this world has never before seen. It won't take too long. You just need to step into the rain of sensation with me. I'll tell you who deserves to be forgotten, and who deserves to be remembered. With your memories as the base material, I will recreate the cause and effect of this world, and let a flawless Amphorius be born from the chaos. Isn't the fate of the entire cosmos hinged upon this fight? Then mere mortals, flawed individuals, failed heroes. People like them cannot nurture. Yet being forgotten is the normal state of life. The universe is like a wasteland. Besides, that's what if a new life is to be born, its seed has to be dead. March 7th made a wish to me before she disappeared. Her only wish. I'll definitely fulfill that small wish for her.
Friend, what's going on? Your consciousness suddenly went so far away.
I promise you that the Astral Express crew will definitely see each other. So come, dear. Sink into the sea of oblivion and become my guest. So much time. Just the two of us. And because this Memoria Tide comes from your companion, March 7th. It's her deepest and innermost memory.
Well, I'm not actually all that surprised. It was on that night when a certain Knight of Beauty dropped by uninvited. That was when you showed up, without even saying anything.
I see. Then, do you still remember how long it has been since you entered Amphorius?
That's gonna be tough to answer.
97 days. You walked every inch of this world in 97 days. But unfortunately, no one was able to see you. And you weren't able to interact with anyone. Like how the Memo Keepers renounce their flesh and turn into mimetic entities. You are now a ghost. A being. Unperceived by all.
But I can't just do nothing. This world is super terrifying. He and Don Hung have already set off. The Astral Express could appear on the horizon any second now.
And they too will become this place's victims.
For ages, I've watched people walk through that door. They couldn't see or hear my calls. The voices beyond always promised safety, but I've never seen anyone return safely.
They are all humans who got lured into this place.
But these people's memories were tampered with. That's not what happened with the Express crew.
That's so cruel.
I don't know. I only possess your memories. None of these people managed to break through the sky's seal. There's probably a dangerous reason as to why Amphorius had remained undiscovered for so long.
Anyway, back to our initial topic. You gotta know something, right? We practically look like twins. Maybe you know a thing or two about my past? Or... Please, tell me what I need to do to protect them.
Have you ever wondered what the word cost means before jumping into action? Cost? Shouldn't I be the one asking you that? Oh. You always hid in my memories. Never wanted to come out. The only times you showed yourself were when I got into serious trouble. That's because you also don't want to get discovered by the garden's observers. Am I wrong? There's no one here except us. If you help me... Fine. Let me drop a single pebble into these stagnant waters and watch the ripples reshape everything. But you must polish this pebble with your own hands. What will I turn into after that? Maybe you'll turn into a guiding light. Or maybe you'll be reduced to dead embers. I can't guarantee that you'll remain the person you are now. Inside you is nothing but an Evernight. Even I can only catch a tiny glimpse of it. If this is the only way, then I don't see why I should say no. The mastermind behind the show is about to find us.
Apologies, lost young lady, but I simply cannot allow you to keep acting as you please.
So, he can't see you, huh? Or maybe he's seen through our true essence.
The Garden of Recollection's methods are puny party tricks. But you, how did you overcome the ultimate protocol?
Looks like we don't have time to keep talking this out. That's right. Some opportunities will never come again. Then, let's do it. Offer up all of my memories. Cast down this pebble and let everything in this world
Be swallowed by the torrents of oblivion. I promise you, what was frozen was alive.
Now, let's bring the true Evernight to this world.
Is this... the parlor car? Am I back already? But... something doesn't feel right. Think back to when he and I separated.
It will take time to uncover the reason. Before then, if one of the Nameless is willing to stay and...
This is goodbye then, Lord Danhong. Thank you, guard. I hope that all of you will be able to... But I can't remember anything after that. No matter how hard...
Where's Sunday? Did he not come back with you?
He stayed with Madame Herta. They wanted to try using his tuning to help.
Is that Himiko's voice?
Oh my. That was Herta's suggestion? It's hard to imagine she'd borrow the power of the harmony.
No, it was Sunday's suggestion. Herta initially refused. But she changed her mind after Xandar's identity was revealed.
And we still can't get in contact with the Xianzhou Lafu?
I'm still trying, but this place is outside the Interastral Peace Communications coverage zone, so there's a limit to what we can do.
What about Aventurine's chip, the mini-transmitter? Surely it can get through to the IPC's lines.
Himiko, are you alright?
I'm all right. I'm probably just tired. Let's focus our energy on the kids. Now's not the time for...
Right. Unfortunately, I left that chip in the dreamscape when we
Am I dreaming? The parlor car feels so... Are the voices coming from the passenger cabin?
Those two passengers have to return safely.
Don't worry, Pom Pom. They're both experienced name...
Oh, I'm right here!
It's hard to believe that their car is still floating in the vacuum of space.
That's why the Express wasn't able to receive any landing signal. It's likely that the two missing nameless, like March 7th, also came under the influence of the Path of Remembrance, and only their minds entered Amphorius.
We can analyze all we want, but the real question is, what can we do right...
I was just about to get there, Miss Himiko. Right now, Amphorius's I can also take this opportunity to enter the world and seize as much of an advantage for the Astral Express as possible. For example, I can light a beacon in the memory zone for the Trailblazer and Dan Heng to follow back home.
March's room. March already wasn't feeling very well when he and... March, it's me. Sorry, March. This isn't a dream.
Based on what Madame Herta said, Dan Heng should already be on his way back.
But the Express hasn't detected any traces of him.
I feel like I've seen these floating black things somewhere before.
Or he's already returned to the Express, but fell into the trap of someone with ulterior motives.
No, I've definitely seen them before, but I've lost the Memo Keeper's mimetic entities are...
Don't worry. Normal Memo Keepers can't do anything to that little dragon. All he needs is a little concentration.
Hearing you say that makes me feel much better. Has all of the qualities you mentioned.
I don't know what your intentions are, but as the guard of the Astral Express, I must ask any suspicious and uninvited guests to leave.
Future will come!
Earth shatters, heaven trembles!
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Existence is of no consequence for tomorrow! I can't let them down.
My purpose...
Is the trap melting?
Dan Heng!
Miss Himiko! I'm back, even if it's just through a spirit warp jump.
You could hear our conversations?
Yes. It was thanks to your voices that I could pierce through the Memoria barrier. although it was not a wise decision to let a memo keeper of unknown origins board the Express.
Can't argue with that.
Miss Black Swan has been on the crew's side ever since things started going wrong in Amphorius. We can trust her.
So many baffling things kept happening one after another. I don't even know where to begin.
Don't blame yourself. You're all safe and sound, and that's good enough for me.
Are he and March 7th really safe and sound?
As a matter of fact, while you were on your way back, Amphorius' circumstance, and these circumstances have something to do with the two you just mentioned.
Are you saying that he has been kidnapped by an unidentified Remembrance Path Strider?
So you're saying that person's appearance is identical to March 7th?
It's too early to say that, as I haven't seen her with my own eyes. I've only detected as we have no way of knowing what
will happen.
Everyone here will be torn to pieces. Please, trust me.
But I also trust in our trailblazing companions. I know this isn't what March would want.
No matter what secrets are buried within, we'll do whatever we can to find that March 7th. And I mostly understand what we've learned about the erudition and the destruction.
I made some new discoveries relating to that with Madame Herta's help, as part of the deal. Do you mind if I share them with you? All right then. Fourth mirror.
Oh, it's finally my turn to shine! Oh, this feels like such a grand occasion! Oh, it's really been too long since I last appeared.
This friend here is Madame Herta's very capable assistant. They were the ones who helped you complete the spirit warp jump. Additionally, it was thanks to them that I was able to learn the secrets of that.
I appreciate the praise, but I didn't have to lift a finger. I mean...
You did this through a mirror?
The Garden has strict rules for collecting memories. But not all memo keepers are as proper as I am. Herta Space Station often has uninvited guests, and they never seem to know their limits. That group of memo snatchers has been taken care of, and they are now trapped in the fourth mirror. How many of them are there? I can't quite remember.
I didn't really count carefully either. Maybe around 42? There's still room for more.
I carefully dissected the memories of these colleagues of mine. Individually, their goals are not worth mentioning. You come to a conclusion that can't be ignored. The Garden of Recollection is secretly salvaging the memories of a path disappearing. In other words, their goal is to gain the memories of a god's death.
The moment an eon falls? That would indeed be a spectacular sight for someone dedicated to recording these things.
That's exactly the problem. They seem to have been aware of the destruction's movements early on, but they lacked a decisive power and had no way to penetrate Amphorius' firewall.
So what did they decide to do?
Hide the truth and wait for an opportunity. Now it seems that letting memo keepers guide the right people here was This also confirms one of my suspicions. They have already infiltrated deep within the Garden.
They would not hesitate to associate with the destruction in order to salvage memories?
I don't know. Perhaps there are even deeper things at play. The majority of memo keepers believe that when the universe inevitably reaches its death, unable to sustain increasing entropy, Fu Li will use the memories of everything to reforge the cosmos. Amphorius, as a scepter, can be viewed as a mini-universe. This is why memo snatchers have been frequenting the Herta space station. Without a doubt, these extremists wish to record the cause and effect of Iron Tomb's destruction of the erudition. They may want to use it to simulate the end of the universe, or to probe into the unfathomable will of the Eons. The Trailblaze broke the seal around Amphorius. giving these people the opportunity to enter. Now, they'll do anything to prevent outside powers from interfering, because your involvement will certainly influence Iron Tomb's final outcome.
You said that March is closely linked to the Remembrance. Is what she's doing related to these memo snatchers?
I do not believe that Miss March is on their side. In fact, when the car you used for landing first made contact with Amphorius, a violent surge of memories flowed past. Combined with what we know now, I have reason to suspect that the flash of power came from
March.
Exactly. She was the first to be hijacked by the Remembrance, but she used Memoria to neutralize the firewall, allowing you two to enter Amphorius.
At present, we've lost contact with him. Our only choice now is to rely on the eyes and ears of those two geniuses to understand the situation within Amphorius. There's no use in agonizing over this, Dan Heng. Our top priority now is to find where that car landed.
Yes.
Passenger Dong Hung! You finally found your way back home!
Yes, conductor. I'm back.
Pom-Pom knows. Pom-Pom came over to bring you good news. Passenger Welt says they found those two passengers. Their projections are in the parlor car.
Welt. And Mr. Screwlum.
Himiko. You seem to be feeling much better now. And Dan Heng. It's great to be able to talk to you. Once again, we owe Madame Herta a huge favor.
Madame Herta doesn't care much for favors, but she'll be happy to receive everyone's praise. Back to the topic at hand. Mr. Dan Heng, we did a sweep of the area surrounding Amphorius' celestial body for organic signals, and we finally discovered the bodies of you and Mr. Trailblazer. The two of you were very fortunate, as there was something protecting your bodies. All vital signs are still present.
Was it March protecting?
Our preliminary determination is that the bubble enveloping you two in the vacuum is made of a substance similar to Memoria. Conjecture. This substance is connected.
It will take some effort to bring your bodies back to the Express, so you should get some rest first.
Have we completely lost contact with the inside of Amphorius?
There have been several unforeseen circumstances. We broke through Lygas's firewall after the law was amended, but now Amphorius is enveloped by the fierce path of remembrance, once again cutting off all channels of communication for outsiders.
So we have no way of contacting him. If we take into account the difference in the flow of time, every minute we delay here could be a year of waiting for him.
Dan Heng, what are you thinking?
If it was March who helped us get past the firewall initially, then does that mean only he and I have the travel permit for Amphorius right now?
That is a logical inference, Mr. Dan Heng.
Mr. Screwlum, do you have a way to transmit?
You want to go back?
Even if my body and spirit are able to return without a hitch, there's not much I can do here.
We can't lose you again, Dan Heng.
Miss Himiko, if we can't get him and March back, how is that any different from losing me?
You're right. I should have known.
Well, I suppose there...
Mr. Yank, Miss Himiko, I will do everything in my power to... No one will be left behind.
You may notice a hint of sweetness in the air. That would be the fragrance of the 7-colored bath salts from Marm. A truly splendid journey, if I may say so. With the Era Nova now complete, you have granted the hero... Losses were a constant on the Flame Chase journey, until your radiant arrival turned the tide. Lord Ravager, Iron Tomb, ha! Mere playthings in the hands of the trail...
Shush!
Hey! Incoming train broadcast! Attention all passengers! The navigation meeting is about to begin!
Perfect timing. I'm wide. Who left this note? March. Whatever. I'll go ask her Huh? What? There's a new paint? All I did was take a bath. Better step forward. Keep it down. I think I found him. Who's there? What's this? Is this the Reverie Hotel? Seriously, what is happening?
There you are! What took you so long? Hurry up! The navigation meeting is about to start!
Navigation meeting?
Come on over. It's time to choose. Perfect timing. The meeting's at a standstill. Lushaka or Melistanin? No one can make the call. The vote's split 2 against 2. Everything hinges on your vote.
What do you mean?
And once again, the passenger is talking nonsense.
Ah, young people.
What?
Oh, I get it. You said you didn't see March. True, she might be hiding somewhere in the... The objective of the game is to... You're her closest companion. If anyone...
Is March 7th playing hide and seek with me? Weird.
Hello? Hello? I knew you'd call. Don't worry. We'll see. The trailblazing journey never really ends.
March.
That's not her. Don't fall for it.
This is the Interastral Peace Broadcast. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
A newsflash. The Erudition Experimental Ground has separated from the entanglement.
The Lord Ravager did not emerge as had anticipated.
In the end, salvation of Amphorius was not only thanks to the 12, but also to one crucial...
It won't be easy, I know. But you've got this. Find your way back. Find yourself.
An unsigned guest log. Wait a second. Why am I looking for March 7th?
Friend! Over here!
March 7th isn't here. Faint, fleeting voices are speak. I went through something like this before. Back in Panaconi. Not even Lycus's prison could hold me. I found my way out. Keep it together.
Well done, friend. Just like that time in the Sea of Flowers in the nether realm. Match up my colors, okay? Then we can go home together.
You're trying to tamper with the remembrance too. Too bad. You're no match for me.
Did you find her?
No, it's a futile game.
In truth, you don't have to go.
Because in this memory zone, March is everywhere.
We're protecting March 7th's wish. She doesn't want to say goodbye to the trail place. We are her memo sprites. For the sake of her wish.
Finally, the timing is just right. A thrilling damsel in distress rescue. Wait, maybe I got that backwards. That's right, but now I'm in my mem form. Seriously, one mysterious and cute memo sprite is more than enough. Friend, come with me.
Why run away? What does it take to make you understand?
Step 1. Stop scaring him already. In this form, I'm way more suited for the memory zone. I'm totally in my element. Grab my hand. Let's hide away in the deep... Lift the curtain of memory and stir up ripples of past reverie. The space station. Where it all began for you. What's that?
Silverwolf?
It's your secret. I'm so curious. When I first met you, I remember they were there. Yes. This memory. You sound really nostalgic. I'll stay right here. I promise not to disturb.
What's this? Memories, from before I woke up?
So, Silverwolf, how long till he wakes?
Hard to say. Maybe a few more minutes. By the way, that part in the script, could this be the right moment?
Yes, looks like we're on the same page. In that case... Listen. Remember these words, then forget them. Let them slumber in the depths of your memory until the day they are awakened once more. On that day, your journey will intertwine with the remembrance. In nearly every possibility Elio has foreseen, it leads to a great crisis. You'll face betrayal, lose your way, and seek answers. So before you hear these words, I don't want you to consider this a prophecy. You arrived at this moment because of the decisions you made.
Huh?
I don't know what you'll have endured, or whether you'll still believe in me. But if there's even a trace of doubt in your heart, I hope these... It was a wish from the cosmos that set you in motion. And in the tale where you are the protagonist, the stars themselves will defy the destiny of finality. Mark this number, 4. According to Terminus's prophecy, 4 paths will push the cosmos to its end, and on your journey, you shall encounter them, one by one. Destruction, harmony, nihility, and... Easy now. Trust what you remember. The 4th path has yet to fully reveal their face. That's why the journey's worth it. Even in a predetermined script, there's room for us to mold possibilities. So listen, take this guiding principle, then forget it. Let your own will be what expands your journey through life. As in the past, even while achieving so much, you never let go of your pursuit of freedom.
That was so sincere. I might actually tear up a little.
Now we all live within the script, but adding a little color to the lines has never been forbidden.
Are you going to say more about those branching storylines? Never mind. Best not to tempt fate. Get ready. He's about...
Come back to yourself. Kafka said that when my link to the remembrance deepens, this memory will resurface exactly when it needs. But even a Stellaron hunter can't fully grasp the just as I thought. Even if the Express had never arrived at Amphorius, her secret would have come to light eventually. If that's the case, then there's nothing to fear. Collect yourself. Rainy?
It's a breakthrough! A breakthrough! How could that little pink girl... Little one, you were meant to stay in those beautiful memories.
Oh, triple-faced soul,
Cast your light upon us. Let no darkness remain concealed. Someday? Raise your hands high and embrace this boundless light. This stage...
Yes. For you, I suppose it's been a long time. None of this would have been possible without Miss Cyrene. Even while engulfed by Memoria, she fought to stay in contact. Only then, through tuning, was I able to undo the memory zone's effect on you. Step onto the stage first. Ms. March will... Please, be careful. Black and pink. Two memories twisted together. Time... Yes, Madam Herta. I've made contact with him. Understood. I'll carry out my part as expected.
Quite the dazzling nest you have, little bird of the Harmony. Your grasp of Memoria is unexpectedly profound. This ocean we created according to her wish. Don't any of you think about interfering?
She's coming. Is it me she's after this time? There's no time to regroup. I've prepared an alternate escape route. Wake from your slumber and return to reality. Come on, I'll bring you out.
Out. Self-righteous path strider of the Harmony. You think you can do that? Next time, get a memo keeper instead.
That was way too close. Good thing I was there to fish you out.
Sunday, are you all right?
Mr. Yang, I couldn't get him out. I'm sorry.
Is it true that March is behind all of this?
Yes. And no, that Pathstrider of Remembrance is identical to March 7th in appearance, but what lies inside, I can't find the right words to describe it just yet.
Can't you come up with an analogy?
That Miss March feels like a reflection on water. Only not from a calm, clear lake, but from a bottomless abyss. Within her words, I sensed an intense but utterly pure protectiveness.
Protectiveness?
This is only speculation, but after being drawn into Amphorius, perhaps March 7th experienced... No. She likely foresaw it was out of a desire to protect her fellow crewmates that she chose to awaken a power that teeters on the edge of...
Well, on the bright side, at least March 7th won't have to face any danger.
After that battle, has Miss Black Swan's progress remained on track?
You don't need to worry. She used your disturbance to mask her movements. Current status? Advancing upstream within the memory zone. I didn't see that coming. The Memo Keeper is pretty courageous, choosing to defy the rules and take matters. This means she's chosen.
Even so, I wanted to hide in the shadows. Why is it so quiet? The air is thick with Memoria, yet it's so chaotic. Like Memo Snatchers should be swarming into Amphorius. I was expecting this. So, how did they end up like this? Now I'm getting very curious. An empty shell. The consciousness that maintained this Dharmakaya has disappeared. So efficient. Not a... Alternatively, she might have sacrificed herself for an even more mysterious purpose. Either way, what exactly made these fanatical believers end up like this? Memory. It is indeed. I keep getting the feeling that the same thing happened in Penacony.
Get ready. We're about to head off. Is it really gonna be okay? That world's surrounded by a massive chaotic material. That white band of light has already foiled our plans multiple times.
Don't worry. After the pink girl from the Astral Express broke into Amphorius, that obstructive force preventing the garden from entry disappeared. That's the trailblazing Nameless for ya. A huge help.
What are you so happy for? Aren't things gonna get messier with more irrelevant people turning up? What if those trailblazers find the Seed of Remembrance before we do?
Then we'll just steal it back. Simple. By the way, there's a messenger and a memo keeper on that express. We don't know where they stand on this matter, so make sure they don't notice you when you make your move.
You folks are truly everywhere. These Memo Snatchers are different from the previous husks. These ones seem to have had contact with him.
We'll introduce ourselves to gain your trust. We are the Garden of Recollection. You should be very familiar with that name by now.
This memory ends so abruptly. It appears the secrets ahead are even... What a bizarre sight.
It's spinning out of control! Everything's out of control! Why did no one tell us? That girl is the Memo Keeper's nemesis!
Is she talking about March 7th?
That Evernight, those black Memo sprites, they swallowed everything! Those who came here first, all drowned. Not even a trace of their consciousness was left behind! I wish I'd never come here. I don't want anything to do with Amphorius anymore. Please! I'm begging you. Don't come near me. No!
You've involved too many innocent people just to obtain the memory of an eon's fall. But I'm not here to blame you. That entity you call Evernight. We may yet bring a glimmer of hope for...
Eden, a blessed insight!
Huh?
So, we are the sacrifice the garden used us. The pure child of Onosrava abandoned us. Find them, kill them. If a new life. Dead.
I can finally understand your fears now. Thank you for the information. I'll take your remaining consciousness out of here as it'll serve as both protection and a punishment. Well, provided that I can survive my encounter with her.
These little critters look scary, but they're not so tough. Though the surging Memoria tide swept my friend away, I must return to his... Another one of these stealth missions, huh? Help me out here, friends inner world. A scorching and dangerous aura. This power shares the same origin as... And then there's that enigmatic, bottomless aura that seems to jolt awake at midnight. Must be Miss Evernight. Better... There's a beam full of energy, yet uncontrollable. Or could it be... Memories of the Stellaron are flowing deep within the Memoria. Let's go there to find my friend. Jeez, so many little ones gathered here. Thankfully, his presence hasn't weakened. Huh? They're guarding... Is that my friend's photo stone? What's it doing? These memo sprites are completely still. It's... This is a... An even cuter memo sprite. No wonder the photo stone can't store more memories. Have you been hiding in there all along?
Find my travel companions.
What? How could that mean?
My companion.
Are you...
The sky is burning, and the streets are empty. It's just like how things were last time. How long can the encryption key you wrote for me last, Mr. Screwlum?
That is difficult to project. Logic. Please rest assured that I will extract you on time before the encryption...
But that means I will no longer be able to hack in via the same... I only have one chance.
The maze of the remembrance is starting to change. I cannot remain your god. That is why we had to form... with our...
I express my utmost...
Lygus?
Your enmities...
Allow me to reiterate that Lord Anaxagoras now has a firm grasp on your crucial weakness. If you still plot to harm the Nameless, then you will find that the Society's previous warnings were not empty.
I understand.
I never imagined that I'd one day walk alongside a genius.
But before that,
More like, I'll remember that.
Your words are as sharp as ever. But remember, happenstance is the only true constant in the universe. The demise of the progenitor of all dragons is come with me.
You created this wasteland before us with your own hands.
Such sights are no longer unable to stir anything. In my heart.
Are you saying that once upon a time you were actually moved by their defiance?
I'm sorry to say, I never was.
These memo sprites. Is it her?
The mimetic entities of the Remembrance are everywhere. That lady wove a she hacked and infected the Time Titan, converting the built-up data of Amphorius.
Sounds like you two have quite the history already.
Any variables?
But you never mentioned her before. Could even a genius of the...
Lord Dan Heng. She snuffed out the Remembrance without any contradictions are often...
And? Do you expect... All I need to know is that she has...
Fine. A heavy past is like an everlasting night.
Yes. I indeed know...
I have no intention of... I didn't think there were still some that got...
Explain.
They are thieves from the god. They finally got a chance, those who were lucky enough.
But they look very different from the usual Black Titan.
The reason has to do with our... Let us deal with the threats.
You really have no intention.
Besides, the geniuses...
Never mind.
It's time to temper myself. For tomorrow! I can't let them down.
My strength isn't what it was. Earth shatters, heaven trembles!
This is being in sync?
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
The future will come! Existence is of no consequence. I choose you!
Lend me your strength.
let them down. No other choice but forward. For tomorrow!
Lend me your strength.
Existence is of no consequence. Future will come! Finish them off.
These memo snatchers attempt.
That sounds like a surefire way of destroying.
Well, our views differ. That futile world bearer turned himself into his golden blood, and that scar. Erudition. Destruction. Remembrance. When the three paths cross once again, Amphorius shall face a most magnificent end. Witnessed 30 million. You may not agree with me, but this is also where he decapitated me on that day, and he suffered a tragic defeat. A drop of burning golden blood. The blood that will cleanse the world.
Nanook? Fiden managed to hurt them?
Yes. It melded into Kaslana's body, becoming the destruction's final. If you wish to dispel the fog, she hides in the crevices of time, just like how the blaze.
How do I know this won't be another trick?
I have nothing to gain, but in this cycle, perhaps his mind has already eroded deep down.
Is there really no other way? How long has it been for you? Kaslana, Finen. I'm back. What?
The moment you took the world upon your shoulders without hesitation, you lost the chance.
Duty does not drive you to wield your blade, but hate. Behind that hatred, you seem to...
Losses are a constant on the Flame Chase journey.
It is because you suffer that you are so much stronger than any ordinary person.
Partner. And Dan Heng.
You still remember us?
Those two names are like brands.
Then I'll tell you that those two names only appeared for a blink of an eye in your long journey. But we once fought together to protect this holy city beneath our feet. And we witnessed each other's resolve at this very cliff.
I have forgotten everything except the belief I had when I set off. Even this body is as alien to me as your word. All I know is that I must.
What if I tell you that we're here for the same thing? Look at what this world has become. Even if you've forgotten everything, I still believe.
When have we ever had a choice? When were we, even though I shoulder the dreams of millions of lives, I could only forge. Everyone I know is dead. So, be gone. This body.
There's no need to be so serious. Sorry, I had a really long nap and all the bad memories woke up first. Long time no see. partner.
Well, it was only a very brief farewell for me.
We once walked side by side and trusted each other to watch our backs. That memory will never fade away, even if all else does. And because it was so precious and hidden so deep in my heart, it needed more time to wake up. Trailblazing? What an interesting concept. Surely on your worlds, that is also a titan revered by the masses. There is no need to further confirm your resolve. Today, we stand with me and become... Did you hear that? Heroes. I have never forgotten the weight of that word. Even though I am no longer a hero, and the only thing remaining in me is the boundless flames of wrath. But lighting a fire can also illuminate the path ahead. Everyone I know is dead, and the world I dared to save has been torn to pieces. But there is still a group of heroes that I know, and they will bring the true tomorrow to Amphorius. This body never existed to carry out deliverance. It only ever burned for world-bearing. So, I'm going to head towards tomorrow first. Don't make me wait too long, Dan Heng.
Deal.
What if we were born from the destruction? There is no need to question your heart. No need to crave victory. If I am born to be a vessel of sin, then I shall roar at evil and trailblaze a dawn for future generations to come. Let us go to the other side of the night. You know that the dawn is there, and the blazing sun destined to rise.
Won't be too long before our paths cross again.
There is a ruckus coming from the Grove of Epiphany. I have another notice for you. In this cycle, an eccentric demigod deviated from their flame-chased destiny. In a history known by none, Terravox, the Earth, fell. This matter has remained extremely mysterious, contradicting the extrapolations of... I have reasons to suspect it also...
As of now, clues that yield no conclusions are not. Finan already pointed me in the right direction.
Lord Dan Heng is gone.
Thanks for the honor. And here I thought you weren't ever going to acknowledge your old friend. The Inspiration Circus recorded that you have led me up Dawn Cloud countless times. And the last time was right in the previous cycle. Oh, and Kefali even lowered their hand to welcome.
Surely you didn't move into my head to browse such trivial content. But if that's the case, I wouldn't mind recalling some fun Dromus trivia for your pleasure.
You seem pretty relaxed.
Indeed. The experiment's variable will be eliminated by my enemy's very hands. A beautiful, you know very well that everything I said about that Remembrance Pathstrider was true. Both my hypothesis regarding her identity.
Yes, I know. You haven't told us, but I noticed your thoughts would generate a curious ripple whenever you mentioned her. You were deliberately trying to hide something into the depths of your brain.
Since you're talking in such a blunt way,
That is correct. Thanks to that mechanical body, you can control the boundaries of your thoughts, opting to only show pity. That I still managed to grasp a shiver of fear that escaped your control, and I traced it upstream. What is the Demi-Urge?
The grove. Even the branches and leaves of the sacred tree have been dyed gold. Now that the destruction has quelled the Memoria tide, it's time for... Who's there?
That fiery blaze engulfed the grove and woke all. And you.
You are.
Are you surprised? Demigods with golden blood are not solely limited to Kefali's children. Is it not natural that I am Terravox, Avatar of the Earth, divine protector of the myriad living beings?
What a coincidence. I was just told by someone to watch out for you. Answer me. Why would the Dromus King of the legends, the demigod who should have fallen, appear in humanoid form?
You already know the answer. Is the Transmutation Arcanum not precisely your specialty, descendant of the Permanence?
How do you know about... was it... much...
Exactly. Thanks to her, I was able to escape into the Memoria tide and disappear from the world's memories.
So you didn't die. Your fall was just a lie. You cast a...
To survive. For a Dromus, life is no more than the birds and beasts of this world have struggled to survive since time immemorial. Yet unlike humans, but Evernight is the master of remembrance. And I saw your
Vidyadhara, the Permanence, Dragon Transmutation, Resurrect.
The path you chose to survive will lead to your death.
And what of it? The Earth is hungry, and only the Permanence can satisfy it.
This madness seems exactly like Mara struck.
For tomorrow!
Mountains roar, dragons rise!
This is being in sync?
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Existence is of no consequence. The future will come!
Troublesome.
No other choice but forward.
My strength is...
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
tomorrow! Existence is of no consequence. Future will come!
Cloud Knights? How is that possible?
The flames are not strong. Empty shell!
It's endless. Has the Memoria tide returned?
The fires of abomination reignite. Why not join that water-mirrored moon and be fully embodied? Immortality.
Is this some disordered memory?
The mists of the past shall drift away.
What?
Scatter, fade, turn to foam. Do you not remember me? After all, I am the heavy burden you must bear. How could I be so easily forsaken?
Dan Feng? Is this another Memo Snatcher trick?
Vidyadhara are supposed to forget the past during hatching rebirth. But the Preceptors interfered back then and allowed me to remain deep in your consciousness. If you do not wish to use that bloodstained name, you may call me Obliviated Memory.
That's not necessary. Though we've long parted ways.
So, who is that?
That is Amphorius' Earth demigod. He should be on our side, but he was led astray and intends to seize the power of dragon transmutation.
The dragon descends upon the earth, and all beings look to it in reverence. You and I know that all life in the universe.
Are you trying to say I'll end up like...
One day you will. And as I see it, that day won't be...
Let's move on to another topic. I have no intention if I only have one concern right now. You can either help me deal with these abominations or return to the shadows of memory.
All right. The filthy remnants of the Memoria tide still, and presumably, that giant who craves the power of dragons.
Do as you please. Speaking of Terravox, his aggression just now was probably some distraction.
His madness is plain as day.
I agree.
blessing is full and the hidden passage can be used again.
No. The Imperator's legions can launch a surprise attack from the grove. Who knows if they're... Huh? Who is this warrior?
Lady Trebios.
Dan Heng? Nice to meet you. I didn't realize Little Gray had more companions in addition to Little Cyrene.
There is no need to elaborate further.
No. If they were...
Dan Heng? Even though we
we don't know you, we'll still ask you to get somewhere safe. Terrible battle.
Icelands, Tux Gladiorum is not far ahead.
Icelands. I see. In that case...
No problem. We need to go deliver some messages, so...
Memories crazed rambling.
It's too early to reach a conclusion.
There are two possibilities. This memory either belongs to Terava, but the probability of the latter you should know better than I do. After that final battle.
Correct. But let's forget Evernight for now. In the Vortex of Genesis, I still have a chance to make the way I'll do it is... sign of movement here. That was probably just the echoes of the Memoria Tide.
Is that all?
A will of metal and stone. Are you the spirit?
I see. Thank you for the advice.
we're here. Now it's time to...
A pool of... I see.
Compared to the currents of my... Under the raucous steps of their frenzied dance, the roar of celebration calls forth the Spirit Water's memories.
How incredible. There are still survivors in Amphorius. And this one even knows how to use the arts of water.
Very good. It's nice to meet the ocean demigod, Lady Hysealence.
A green dragonfish. The Scale Gorge waterscape is your home, isn't it? In Greyfry's memory.
That's fortunate. It means I won't have to introduce myself. I can get straight to the point. Tell me, where are Evernight and him?
The stranger snatched away the deliverer right before my eyes. I commanded the waters to surge after them, but layered cliffs block the water's current. You must be careful. Earth has abandoned the Flame Chase mission. Though
that's no surprise.
I didn't think.
He also intends to get his hands on a dangerous power. As his comrade in arms, do you know what...
Terravox has only ever cared for life born from this soil. If they covet powers from beyond the sky, even so, their behavior is...
I presume they wouldn't have made such a... but embracing the permanence.
While I admire that demigod's willpower, it seems that if I want to find Evernight, I will have to confront Earth. What I do won't weigh on my...
Then allow my specter to accompany you. At least let me sing an elegy for my last comrade.
That doesn't sound like something you would... Huh? What I do won't weigh on my conscience.
I will never hesitate. I am a nameless. And what I'm going to do is defend all the hopes that are on the verge of fading away.
Then I misspoke. That is exactly how the guard of the Astral Express should act.
If you please, Lady Hysealence.
Hold on to this current. For it still carries the warmth of Greyfry. Hopefully, it will lead us to the depths where our companion is hidden.
Electra, is that you?
Who's that?
You're right on time. Let the ocean sink into the Memoria tide and become part of the sacrifice to resurrect the Earth.
Join us. You are me. Are us.
From permanence, gain eternal life. Rouse yourself.
Do not run from your fate.
Use the permanence.
The Yadara might not even be considered people if we did not resort to beastly actions.
Why did Dunfeng choose me all those years ago?
Long sire, fall into oblivion.
The Memoria tide surges violently. Hold on, and don't let your focus be swept away.
Is this also a blessing of the Trailblaze?
The whole grove is shaking. Oh.
Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. You are one of them.
Is it over?
It seems so. These phantoms that are haunting you are indeed here to bring you to your demise.
It's unusually quiet here compared to before.
Don't let your guard down.
Is that?
This is an interesting-looking wine jar. Was it Baihang who brought it?
It's a specialty from Thalassa that she brought and left here just for this.
Your mind retains far more of the past than I had imagined.
I've seen this farewell more than once.
The previous life is just an immersion to a newly born Vidyadhara. You know rationally that these are your memories, but it doesn't feel like you experienced them yourself. I use dragon transmutation for selfish reasons. And you probably want to ask.
The Military Affairs Office is placing more importance on the Yuchue's battle this time. And the Yaoqing called her back for a patrol mission.
Some people are born with adventure in their blood and can't stop for even a moment. No matter, I'll drink her portion for her.
We're already toasting. Why don't we wait for Dunfeng?
As always, the High Elder has endless meetings with the preceptors that he can't get away from. Let's... Isn't this just water?
I'll relay her exact words. It is a mistake to drink too much before a battle, so I'll leave a jar of spring water from Thalassa's Crystal Palace. She said that wine only has flavor after a triumphant return.
Why didn't you say so earlier?
I didn't want to go along with her, but she insisted on seeing your expression after your first sip.
Any gift from a friend, whether it is water or wine, is rich in flavor all the same.
I see you still speak as if every sentence must add something of profound value. I see you still speak as if every sentence must add something of profound value.
Ah, you're just in time. The punishment for making us all wait should be 3 cups of wine.
Spare me, please. I've already suffered enough next to the ancient sea. I've convinced the preceptors. Vidyadhara Cloud Him Magi will join the battle on the front lines, and our armies will fight side by side.
It seems like you can now carry out your plan for dealing with the Kitu Mirage, Jingyuan.
Thank you for standing your ground against the dissenters, Dunfeng.
I never thought those preceptors would ever relent. After all of this, countless Vidyadhara
will lose their lives. with no chance at a molting rebirth. But the Vidyadhara cannot become a part of the Alliance's destiny if we do not.
That is something we all understand as well. That is also why we've gathered here. Come, raise your cups. This toast is not for bidding farewell, but for honoring the soldiers who will not.
Apologies. My reckless plan must have put a lot of pressure on you.
Nonsense. If our positions were flipped, you'd support me no matter how reckless my plan was. Right?
Of course.
When you make a decision like this, people will always ask, was it worth it? And you will also forever question yourself. Do you know how you will answer that question?
I won't answer it. I will prove it.
That's right. My sword is my answer.
Thank you, Dan Feng. Thank you, Jing Yuan. Oh, thank you, Jing Liu. And thank you, Bai Heng, wherever you've run off to.
Ridiculous. How did you get drunk from spring water?
I'm just full of joy. It feels like I've just forged a divine weapon with masterful. I'd rather leave this world in a blaze than live until the end of time. That's what I always firmly believed in the past. But I never truly felt like I was alive until I met all. Now, I wish more than anything that I could just live a bit longer. No, pretend I didn't say that.
It's over.
And you know exactly what happened. So, can you understand it now? After both he and losing a dear friend with whom you've shared so much can never be considered a victory. It's a...
So you made a decision.
I was the one who used the transmutation arcanum. I was the one who swore to bring Bai Heng back to life. And the one who brought everything past the point of no return.
Do you have any regrets, Dan Feng?
Even if I could reverse time, I would not choose differently. And if it had been Jing Liu, Jing Yuan, or even Ying Xing who died in battle, I'd still choose to do the same thing, because only I could make that choice and protect all of this. How much are you willing to?
Everything.
Your answer does not surprise me.
They are more than just my companions. They are the path I took that led me to where I am now. So they will also be beacons for when I am lost, leading me to the future until my next reincarnation.
Then let me see how you'll carry out your convictions.
Let's leave this place and go settle things with that mad demigod.
Another betrayal. Another contest.
I see the destination that the destruction points to.
Golden blood is gurgling out. It's almost like a heart that has burst open.
Follow the current and...
As expected, someone's been waiting for us.
It's you.
They are here, a scion of permanence. And your Terravox, my old friend, let this Memoria tide.
Be prepared for the worst, Lord Dunham. This mountain dweller must not be under it. Geocles the Mountain Breaker. Earth's Dromus Rider. It's been a while.
Mountain Breaker?
I remember you, little fish, and you're despicable.
I didn't think you were still alive.
Death is just a return to the earth for mountain dwellers. Thanks to I was able to come back to the mortal realm. Long Scion, you are the most important offering in this. We will use the permanence to awaken the fallen giant dragon.
I see. So in order to lead us here into a trap...
If it weren't for the Imperator's tricks, the name Terravox would be shared between us anyway.
They made the right choice for Amphorius's tomorrow.
But the tomorrow you speak of only ever had a place for humans. What, my old friend? I will once again start a fire that burns away the chains!
Why don't you leave this to me, Lord Dunham? Use that hidden passage to reach...
No. Mountain Breaker, hero of the mountain dwellers. If I do not stay here and triumph over him, he will die an ugly death in delusions of the... And for the vicious beast that insists on obstructing the Astral Express and threatening the fate of the world. We've stood on the precipice countless times along this journey, forced to make difficult choices in the face of disaster. But this time, it's my turn to put some pressure on this world.
This feeling, this scene, all too similar.
I choose you.
Lend me your strength.
The future will come. No other choice but forward.
My strength isn't what it was.
This is being in sync.
Lend me your strength.
Existence is of no consequence. For tomorrow. No other choice but forward. The future will come.
It's time to stop struggling, Geocles.
Before that, tell me, what kind of deal did you make with F...
That's...
Leave it to me. I'll recount the Earth's heaviest past and sever its deepest delusion.
Terravox, is that you? Your body has become so frail.
Even mountain rangers grow old and eventually die.
But I can hear the sound of blood still surging through your veins.
I suppose you are the true Earth demigod.
I am near my end, and the demigod title means nothing to me now. The being who stands here now is and the traitor who abandoned him.
Traitor?
Terravox was once a member of Geocles' Dromus Legion. This force was famous for its skilled riders and their brave Dromuses. Terravox himself was the Dromus king, the giant dragon who swore their life to the Mountain Breaker. In the battle against Georios, the Imperator could not surmount this mountain, and thus had to break it from the inside. Terravox's betrayal was key to the Flamechase army's victory.
The age of the gods was coming to an end. Living beings had adapted to the changes amidst the rifts of the earth, and now they had to learn to survive in the crevices of the epics. Someone had to watch over the earth, so I agreed to a deal. I would take the Titan's divine authority and sink into the cliffs, using my flesh and blood forged of stone to mend the land. But there was one betrayal I could never forget. The Mountain Breaker refused to believe that was my choice, even till his dying breath.
So this is why you decided to conspire with Evernight.
Time's strange visitor appeared before me. The great power from beyond the sky, called Geocles, was able to be reborn as a memo sprite. He mumbled about the times we fought side by side. Just Evernight did not ask for much in return. She only wished for me to use...
Since you're being so candid, does this mean...
For a beast on the brink of death. What?
I see.
This frail body bears the weight of all those I've betrayed in the unchanging. Go, Long Scion. That fiery blaze is already burned through Earth's the deepest depths in Amphorius. The great tomb, where all the one you seek, Evernight, walked out of that place. Before...
In other words, that is the place where Evernight came into being.
And it is also where she is now.
You sank willingly into the past, and now your memories...
At least I still remember as long as I never...
Primitive and animalistic. Have you ever regretted anything?
The Earth is not a lonely island in the mid. I have never regretted defending.
Then, Terravox, after all of this, how much are you willing to sacrifice for the power of the Permanence?
Everything. My journey up to here has allowed me to fully understand my destiny. No matter what my compatriots deserve to even if it is a future.
I understand. Then join me in rebelling against this unjust fate, even if the world collapses. Give me the core flame that burns within you, and allow this immortal body of the Permanence to bear the furnace of life for you. I won't give you empty promises. The Permanence is the path that dragons trod, and eternity is life's deepest desire. With this body as an ark, I will deliver them to tomorrow, but a vast and boundless. It's a future where all beings can trailblaze.
In the veil of Avernight's memories, you've always... I misjudged your behold. This core flame that burns in mine, it tells me to commit one final act of treason, and thus bring the...
I promise you, Terravox.
Good. When I hand over the divine authority, are you prepared to hold up the sacred tree if it falls?
Of course.
free what remains of my body, and let me give you this flame that turned away from the flame chase. I now relinquish my duty as a demigod. You shall dig your own grave and burn in the furnace of rebellion. I only hope that, after all this time, Father will take me back into their heart.
Come, crouching beast, for the endless life of this world. Rise from your dormancy and follow me as soaring dragons of the wilderness.
My final rebellion. Then declare to the earth the name of the new god.
I am Dan Heng, one who guards and trailblazes way forward.
Fortunately, the worst did not come to pass. If your opponent had already turned into a vicious beast, whatever you did wouldn't weigh on your conscience. So what if that demigod had harbored ill intentions or vowed to fight to the death? Would you have pointed your spear at them and carved out the core flame with your own hands?
There's no point in discussing what-ifs. Though, I'm glad it didn't come to that. Regardless, I will attempt to join this game and become a part of the Era Nova. This is the only way I can face my friends and this world with a clear conscience.
Now that things are settled between us, it's time for you and I to say goodbye. Everything that I left behind has faded away at this point. Go and march toward your own permanence. As for how to tame it, I'll leave that to you.
Thank you. We can't go back to the past and make better choices, but at least we can do better in the future. A dragon can only welcome new life by shedding away his old, scarred skin. For the first time in my life, I feel at ease.
This burning core flame. Is this what the destruction feels like? The light is unexpectedly warm. It's just like the fleeting moments when one wakes from a dream.
Farewell, Dan Feng. Now, it's time for me to set out once more.
The final rebellion of Earth was to bestow trailblazing wings upon all living beings. For Terravox, this was probably the best possible ending. Behind that scar lies what they called the deepest depths. But right now, Is
Evernight with him?
I'm afraid I can't tell.
A scorching abyss. If I were to enter it alone, and Miss Hysealence, would you give me cover?
What are you planning to do?
I'm going to continue where you left off.
The stranger snatched away the deliverer right before.
Times have changed. The cliffs are now in the palm of my hand.
Then I believe it's worth a shot. It's just, without absolute resolve, you still won't be. The search for Greyfry might stretch on like an Evernight without end.
Don't worry, Lady Hysealence. Just as you kept your lonely vigil in the depths for 1,000 years is even more unshakable than the earth itself. Ancient sacred tree, lend me your roots. With the core flame I carry, let me resonate with this land. With heaven and earth as my map, and time as my compass, I will find that one singular point. Even if I must cross every mountain and valley on my own 2 feet, I will bring you home. Circe's giant tree, witness to Amphorius. This time, I will follow its roots into the ancient earth until I find you. On this journey, I will become the bedrock of mountains and bear the cities above. With the currents, I merge into the tide, crashing upon the land's jagged reefs. I sweep across the nameless barrens, scattering endless snow and frost. Entwined in the cycle of day and night, into the deepest depths of this world, adrift in the darkness that was before all else. When can I lead you out of this maze? Do it with just my eyes alone. Maybe it was never me. Maybe it was always you who could set us free.
Long time no see.
All right, let's settle this and keep moving.
That's where we will find our answers. Hey, Dan Heng, wake up.
3 of a kind. Ace. Go. I am Earth, and all that grows upon the earth. I am you. Finally. I found you.
Long time no see. Did you get taller?
While you were trapped, I experienced a lot. Thankfully, Evernight did not try to stop me. Looks like we've managed to stay ahead of her this time. Rest assured, we won't abandon her. we'll all return to the... Rest assured. You mean Mem? Sorry, I haven't seen her at all on this journey. They never once stopped worrying about us, Miss Himiko, Mr. Yang, Pom Pom, and even Sunday Black Swan and the two geniuses. I understand. It was only when I personally stepped into the maze of time that I'll only warn you once. I feel like I've seen these floating black things somewhere before. I had an unexpected encounter with her when I left Amphorius. That power called Oblivion. It's just like an emanator's.
Oblivion.
I know. But do you have any clues about the memories you may have lost? Are those Everknight's exact words? If I'm not mistaken, she intends to make you forget Amphorius, including the but it seems you still recognize Lady Hycelens.
If I made that much of an impression on little Greyfry, then I am naturally delighted. But I fear your escape from that power is thanks to someone else.
Nice to meet you. Or maybe I should ask.
Along with you, this little butterfly fish's memory was also salvaged from the depths of that whirlpool. Just as a pearl is cradled within its shell, the power of Thanatos surrounds you.
Miss Irene has spoken of you often to me. Though we never met in this life, I believe, through the endless flow of time, I guarded the secret passage between Styxia and the Vortex. When the Memoria tide flowed backwards into the river of sand with all my might, I apologize if that seemed... I understand that your mission is still unfinished.
The little butterfly fish is right. There is still a pair of eyes watching for Go forth, golden dragonfish. And you, deliverer, go forth and illuminate.
I cannot thank you enough.
Of course.
The nameless will never stop.
Until all of us stand side by side in the true new world.
At the end of the sea of flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy finger. If I hadn't met you at the end of the world. Goodbye. If I could, I'd want to stay a little longer. Take all beautiful wishes with you.
Go forth with courage, little Greyfry. Farewell, little Fry. When we reunite in the...
Fineness, only by moving forward can we honor the efforts. This place was once Nestia's altar. Could the golden thread be leading us to the world's deepest secret? Is this a symbol in the shape of Amphorius? Naturally. How could a world enclosed within the scepter have a way of knowing what, unless the mural isn't a drawing of Amphorius, but rather someone saw the mural and shaped the world in its image? Could that someone be Xandar? No. His concession proves that this place where Evernight is hiding must be a... I'm afraid not even Xandar. Best not get this forbidden realm remains it cannot be reached by the erudite. Be careful. It's endless. It feels like we're plunging into an abyss. Are those distant... The whirlpool of remembrance. Behind this mist must be Evernight's domain. Ready?
March 7th is surely waiting. Let's go. On the trail.
This maze is full of...
Your voice sounds different from usual. The rest is all fear. Beautiful Memo Keeper. I know exactly where that fear comes from. The Evernight is a mimetic entity. I am the Garden's enemy. I have never denied that fact.
I have to say, Miss Evernight, at least she's still willing to talk.
No, I don't think you do.
It's not very elegant to spy on someone's thoughts, you know? Well, before you get rid of this beautiful Memo Keeper.
Why should I do that? So you can buy more time?
And here I thought you were already watching my companion's every move.
I am. Earth stirrings have ceased. They have defeated Terravok.
Don't tell me that's part of your plan, too.
It's not. But I'll make good use of it. Fighting alone against an entire world, just like right now. How I've decided to let you go. I like you, little bird. Your most precious quality.
I'll take that as a compliment, but I still don't understand why you've kidnapped me here.
Well, seeing is believing. So, this ruin buried deep underground, the heart of Amphorius. The great...
The Nameless Titan.
You'll see with your own eyes. And how we will stir up the waves of oblivion to douse an eon's ambition.
You've been hiding here.
That's right. Curious about... It's not actually all...
The beginning?
Do you still remember?
There's Xandar. Iron.
That's right. To this day, there have been no signs of the entity corresponding to the remembrance. The Garden of Recollection was curious about that too. So the Memo Snatchers spent an unimaginably long time chiseling out a tiny channel
to peek, but there was always a power in the memory zone that kept. And when March 7th's consciousness was seized, it was a ripple of the remembrance that protected her.
Can I assume then that this hypothetical emanator of remembrance was consistently protecting this world from...
That's correct.
But why?
Go see for yourself, little bird.
This gate is really impressive.
These are March 7th's memories.
Didn't move at all, huh? I just got here and I'm already locked out. A journey of 1,000 miles stopped at the door? That's terrible!
Is she stuck?
Keep watching. The fun stuff is just ahead.
Warning. Object does not have access permission.
What? Did I
Execute formatting protocol.
What's going on?
Warning. Illegal operations detected. Warning. Illegal operation.
Hey! Don't just activate like that!
Warning. 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 Operation authorized. Protocol name. Back.
Huh?
Finally, it stopped. He's barely spent any time in Am4. I don't know what you're saying. Let's not speak in riddles. I'm March 7th, and I'm that person's companion.
Establishing communications.
Communications? Oh, does this mean I finally get to talk to someone real?
Channel established. Proceeding to encapsulate.
Whoa, wait, what?
Encapsulation complete. Initiating transmission. Transmission destination. Recurrence number 33.
Huh? What's going on?
The memory stopped so suddenly.
She was already lying in the abyss of fate the next time she woke up. And Orynyx was calling her mother.
Mother?
Maybe that's just how the Titan calls all Remembrance Pathstriders. Like how they call Thule Skyfather.
So March 7th had already brushed against the inner workings of this world at the beginning of her journey. That warning in her memories must have been the Scepter's safety protocol. Why did it mention the Trailblazer?
An inexplicable contradiction. Over the next 97 days, the two of us.
It must have been difficult.
Yes. No one could see March 7th. She didn't belong to Am4.
Then when did you appear?
On the day that she ran out of options, March 7th tried so many things to help her companions. But the only outcome of her efforts was a few Amphorian folktales. In the end, she had only one option left. Just as she wished. I erased everything using the power of oblivion. Then I protected him and Dan Heng, and made sure that they were spared from the Memo Snatcher's clutches when they broke through the seal.
And you've been hiding in the shadows ever since, while manipulating time and colluding with Earth. All the way.
A journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. The store. Why don't we step into it together? As someone and witness how, in a blank space of time, another futile journey across 30 million lifetimes was forgotten by this world.
I thought Evernight would have done something to stop us, but it's been smooth sailing the whole way through.
I've appraised it all. No fakes.
Are you ready? I know. Duck behind. Absolute silence. 3.
Warning. Object does not have access permission.
That means we're in the...
Warning.
Get ready.
Welcome back.
What?
I'll be...
It mentioned you.
Like the first time I opened as I've... Thankfully, Evernight didn't take that book.
Operation authorized. Protocol name.
The seal's gone.